Hello friends, in this episode we're going to do the Virginia-Meissner Snowshoe hike in the near Bend, which is about 14 miles west of Bend. So a few of us friends, drove down to Bend, stayed there overnight and started an early morning snowshoe hike in the very famous Virginia-Meissner Snowshoe Trail. The map shows you the day one hike that we plan to do on the Meissner Snowshoe Trail. This is a very well-groomed snowshoe trail, and I would say this is by far the gold standard when it comes to snowshoeing. The entire trail system that crisscrosses along with other cross-country trails is maintained by voluntary effort as well as donated money to manage and maintain this trail. We did this hike on December 29th and the 30th when we had an abundant snow shower, and as you can see from the quality of the snow, it felt so good to hike on those trails. The sky was reasonably clear on day one and a little cold, but ideal for the snowshoe hike. The groomed trails were a joy to walk on with the snowshoes. And we did about 4 miles on day one on this trail. The trail is well marked with those blue markers that you just saw there, so it's fairly easy for you to self-navigate yourself without getting lost. And at the far end of this trail, there is a well-maintained shelter with a fire going on, so you can warm yourself up, take a break for a snack, and then continue on this loop. At the far end of it, when you reach the Meissner Snowshoe Hut, you would even we even got a great view of the three-finger jack. With this evenly groomed snowshoe trail, it's a joy walking with snowshoes on this trail. There you see I said broken top in the distance. I said three-finger jack earlier. It's actually broken top. And that's the Meissner Snowshoe Hut. Very well maintained log cabin. On day two, we originally planned to go down to climb Mount Hood, but when we got there, the windy condition was so horrible that the person managing the trail said it's not safe to go up the mountain, and even if the trail were to be open, there's heavy avalanche danger. And we decided to turn back and do the Nordeen trail in the Meissner, Virginia park. As you can see, you see how the road is. The wind was howling and blustery, as you can see there. So we drove right back to the Virginia-Meissner area where the wind effects were not that bad. So we continued to do the Nordeen trail, which was about 6 miles loop. There's one very steep section right off the bat, but after that, a fairly easy hike through the entire loop. Now this is that section which is really steep. And Ananda managed to take a picture of this as it was coming up with a heavy pack on my back and nudging my way up the steep slope. The picture doesn't do any justice about how steep this place is, this particular small section is. But once you get past this, it's a reasonably flat trail with very little elevation gain. And this was the Nordeen snowshoe hut where you can warm yourself. There's a fireplace going on and well stocked with split wood. And this is all pretty much maintained with voluntary contributions. So felt good contributing a small amount of money for a trail system that is so well maintained. And that's there on me right of the Nordeen snowshoe hut. Snow on the trees, on the trail. I mean, it's a paradise. There weren't too many people on the trail on this particular day. There were hardly one or two souls on the trail, and we passed, especially on the second day. Perhaps there were more people on the cross-country trails because the parking lot was reasonably full. This appears to be a lake or something there, and it was flat and frozen over, so I'm not sure if that's a water body back there. As I earlier mentioned, the trail is very well marked with a logo of a snowshoe. However, there's lots of different ways you can traverse this trail system, crisscrossing each other. So you could miss your trail and end up doing a longer or unintended loops, but you will always end up on some trail or the other. So it's very important to carry the map and know exactly where you are on the trail so you can safely and in a timely manner get back to the trailhead. Candy cane. That looks like some kind of small miniature hut. And finally, after we are all done, back at the trailhead shelter, warming ourselves. It was a great day, and we had a lot of fun, and hope you too.